Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is the first part of a 7-part series that is going to be leading up to the release of my travel blog, One Road New England, where we're going to be traveling several roads around the New England area, one per week, that just goes start to finish, exploring New England, exploring a lot of the small areas and towns and just parts of the region that don't get to be seen very often. So I figured, what better way to do it than to start with the game that actually kind of inspired this blog, and that's Geoguessr. I am a gold level player in Geoguessr. I play competitively, but one of my big passions is just focusing on sort of New England specifically. So I figured, let's do 7 days of Geoguessr, and let's get started with the northeasternmost state in New England, and we're going to start with Maine. This state is perhaps my best one. I actually do have the no moving, panning, or zooming record on the main map, but I figure it's fun to just give it a shot, see how it goes. We're going to get started and play just a few rounds. We're going to do, of course, challenge mode, no moving, panning, or zooming, and we'll do 1 minute per round here. So let's give it a go. Alrighty, so we've got this first one. This definitely looks to be southern Maine. I'm thinking could likely be sort of in the Old Orchard Beach, Portland, Biddeford area. These trees look fairly southern, although I could see them as far north as like Augusta, Hollowell area. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with... I think we're pretty far south. We're probably somewhere in Portland. It could be like Westbrook area. That's got some pretty sort of rural suburban points here. Yeah, we don't have a ton here. No signs or anything to use, just these houses. But I'm definitely thinking we're looking southern here. I'd be surprised if it's much farther north than, like I said, Gardner, Augusta area. I do kind of like this sort of outside Portland area. Oh, it looks like it was Brunswick. That's okay. Still kind of that southern area, like I said, in that area. 24K, not too bad, especially on NMPZ here. These are the kinds of rounds that I like to see. These are the really, really tough ones. But I'm thinking this kind of looks like a region north of Bangor. There's kind of this spot right above Bangor where you see past the city forest all the way up towards like the Howland-Lincoln area. A lot of these sorts of roads have like this weird kind of almost marshland around some little streams and stuff. But I'm figuring with the north-facing road, we could even be a little bit further north than this. This main map in particular does get quite a bit of Route 11 here. And so I'm thinking we could be somewhere on Route 11. I definitely do like it with kind of the northern area, but this section is always really tough to get in Geoguessr because it's just so big. I'm thinking we go a little north of Hershey. Oh, I didn't get to click, but we were about right. Yeah, that was Route 11. Right road. I'm happy with that. Another 24K, but I'm okay with that. Oh, this is a tough one. This could be quite a few places. So we've got this house. Looks fairly wealthy, but could be anywhere. Seems to be... There might be a second house back here where that car is. It does feel northern. I'm trying to figure, though, if it's going to be, like, Bangor area, or if we're just around, like, Waterville, Clinton region. I definitely don't think we're north of, like, Newport. Most of these towns are a little less wealthy, and so you don't see these kind of large, almost mansion kind of houses around. It could be near Waterville, yeah. I do really like that. Given we've got kind of this curve, it's definitely going to be somewhere down here. Could be Winslow. We're definitely on a northwest road. Oh, so I'm going actually the opposite direction. Let's go 104 here. Oh, we were pretty far south there, actually. That was surprisingly south. Although that does make sense for sort of these lakes here. The Casco Lakes region. Looks like this one's going to be a coastal one here. We're facing northwest once again. That could be a lake, but given the way that the waves are, that looks more ocean to me. We do have a railroad here. That's actually really useful. So there is a railroad that goes right across, kind of following Route 1 here. And there are some points at which it goes right next to these little bays here. Damariscotta could be an option. Honestly, Mills Road, this 215 looks very good to me. I just don't know if there's going to be that bridge there. Thing is, though, we're facing northwest, so probably going to be a little closer out to the Bath region, this kind of area. I'm trying to find a road that really fits where it would be like right on the northwest here, with something to our east. I'm not quite sure I like Damariscotta. Might be a little further north. Oh, wow. That was... well, that was definitely a bad call. This definitely looks northern. I feel like I recognize this fire station. This feels like it's definitely going to be sort of in this northern Newport to Bangor area. Maybe Corinna, maybe all the way up towards Dexter. This could have been somewhere we've actually done on one road before. We're facing northeast. Could be St. Albans, perhaps? We could have somewhere around here. I don't feel great about Hudson. Dexter doesn't seem great either. I feel like we could even be out this way. I might go for a really quick thing here. Oh, it was closer out to the down east. That was Wesley. That was actually Route 9. This is a road that I have not done on one road yet, but it is one that I have driven quite a bit, so that's okay. But Wesley, yeah, that's an interesting one. All right, well, 6,000, not great, but that's okay. We're gonna do one more here. See if we can get a little bit better. Ooh, we've got a sign here. That is helpful, but I can't really read exactly what the sign says. This definitely looks to be, yeah, it definitely looks to be kind of college sort of region. This could be Bates. This could be, I'm honestly thinking it could be around the Brunswick area, maybe Bowdoin. Bowdoin does make a lot of sense here. What are we facing? We're facing west-northwest, so actually that makes a lot of sense for one of these halls here. Let's try like this. We don't have a gymnasium right there, but definitely could be one of these little trails. Well, it could be Bowdoin, but we could also be in Lewiston here. We do have Bates. Bates would also make a lot of sense. Actually, Bates might make even more sense. I'm gonna be honest. I want to see if I can line this up exactly. Could be Pettingill? Oh! We were in Castine. We were actually at the Maine Maritime Academy. Okay. That's fair. It's definitely... I was surprised it's that coastal, but with the view we got, you really couldn't tell much. These sort of trees don't look exactly coastal. Yeah, what does that sign say? Oh, Maine Maritime Academy. That would have helped quite a bit. But yeah, so that's okay. Yeah, it still really, this does not feel that coastal. I definitely don't go Castine here very often unless I see that Maine Maritime Academy sign. Oh, there's the coast right there. All right. I feel like this could be Route 1. We've got big enough road here. This could be one of these sort of southern points on Route 1 around like the Bath area where it actually expands like into a 2-lane highway. Because this is a 2-lane highway right here. I feel like we could be sort of like in this area maybe. We could be looking, what are we facing, east? A little bit northeast though. Let's try right here. I don't feel like it's that, like, this feels a little more urban, I feel like. We would be able to see some buildings on this side, I think. We could be sort of in, no, it doesn't divide here though just yet. Yeah. Wow. That was 95, actually. That didn't Oh, you know what? It did actually. That sign is usually seen on interstates, and so this sort of shape. And I should have caught that, but there are a few of those on Route 1 as well. They do have a few signs like that, specifically in that region, so that's okay though. Only 37 on that, not great, but ooh, this is definitely going to be a tough one. Looks like we've got... It does feel northern. I just don't know exactly how far north, because with these trees, I don't think you'd want to go all the way to Aroostook. But I feel like we could be around like this Sherman, Haybrook area. It's definitely not 11 though. This road is a little... I don't want to say like bad, but it feels like a little under-cared for. Yeah, that's a good term for it. We're facing east-northeast, so we could be... No, I don't think we're on Route 6. That's a little too big, too. 154 could make sense here. Could be... I'm feeling like this region actually looks quite good. Definitely not 16. I've driven that for one road, and so that's a lot more mountainous. But I feel like we could even be a little further south here, maybe like Farmington area. Ooh, even further down, Denmark. Okay. That is... Although this section of Maine actually has a lot of these sorts of areas because it's still very close to the White Mountains. This is kind of the southern border of the White Mountains, and so you get to see quite a few of those. There's the park right there, like following this Route 5. Moving on, looks like we've got another just kind of random road here. I wish I could see what company was on that truck, but I don't think we can. It's like an E. Let's just go, like, I feel like we're gonna be coastal. These trees look coastal. They do. Don't laugh. They do kind of look coastal. They seem definitely more coastal than, like, Bangor area, anything here. We could be as far, I mean, we could be, like, down here in, like, Acton, maybe. But I don't think so. I think we're probably close to, like, Bonnie Eagle, maybe. This road does actually line up, and these kinds of like little dirt roads usually can lead to like lakes and things, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we're right on this river, the Saco. Oh, a little further north. We were right next to a river, but it was much more of a small stream kind of thing. 27, right alongside Route 2, which is another one we've done on one road. Try for one more here. This looks incredibly familiar, and I'm going to say this is almost certainly Route 6. This definitely, yes, could be Route 6 or 16. Route 6 was the most recent one we were on. I think 16 could be it. Oh, we're facing north-northwest, though. That's the interesting part here. But we are turning. That's a little too far northwest. Could be this. Could be right there. Could be... Oh, actually, this looks good. That looks very nice to me. Because there are mountains right above here. Just... Kingsbury. Yeah, I don't know. There's more windmills on the stretch, but this is an older picture, so it could be a little bit older. We could also, I'm thinking now, we could be a little bit... Yep, I was about to say west. Because that is still part of 16, though, so we got the road right. Road was correct. We got a 23K on that. That's Maine for you. Tomorrow we will do New Hampshire, and we will continue kind of making our way southwest until the next Friday, where we're going to do an entire New England seed, and we're also going to combine that with the official release of the One Road New England blog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.